Today I'm going to be doing something really stupid. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Paige. Happy Wednesday. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit unusual for this channel, and I am going to be reading two books that are so far out of my comfort zone in 24 hours. Now I mostly read fantasy, YA contemporary and romance with a little bit of non-fiction. So reading thrillers, which is what I'm going to be reading today, and one of these thrillers is more on the side of a horror, is not usual for me, and I'm scared, but I do want to branch out more, and I at least want to be open to branching out more, so I thought I would challenge myself to read these today, in 24 hours. One of these books I have quite high hopes for, the other one is going to terrify me. It really is. Okay, so here are the books that I'm going to be reading today. My Dark Vanessa I have spoken about in a previous video and is the book that inspired this idea, and The House is the one that's going to terrify me. So a quick recap. My Dark Vanessa is about a woman, and when she's younger she has a relationship with her teacher, but now that she's older he's been prosecuted for having a relationship with someone else, like another student, and she has to kind of reevaluate and work out, was it this huge love affair or did he take advantage of her? The House is about a young couple and they move into a house in London, and then there's like a secret about the attic and a body turns up on their door. So I think I'm going to read this one first whilst I still have daylight, because it's going to freak me out. And okay, so I'm going to sit here and start on The House for a little while, and then I'm probably going to go get some breakfast and some tea because I am tired today. You know, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. If a house is going up for sale in London and it's, you know, a reasonable price and it comes with everything inside of it, maybe question what's going on. Okay, so I'm about 50 pages into this book. The first few chapters I was like, okay, I don't think I can finish this. It's kind of written as if the husband and wife are talking to each other through these like notes, so they each have their own chapters, and they kind of talk about each other's chapters, and it kind of feels like a 2012 Wattpad fanfiction. Like the woman's first ever chapter starts with, "This isn't a ghost story, okay?" Like, it's just a bit cringy, but it is getting better. And we are getting more into the story now, so I don't think I'm going to DNF it this early. I think I'm going to give it another chance. And I am kind of hooked. I do want to know, like, what's going on. As far as a thriller goes, I don't know if it's normal that thrillers are written like this. But, you know, I'm not hating it as much as I thought I would, so, you know. There are some comments made in this book that I don't think are acceptable given it was published in 2018. So the male character, like, makes a comment about how being stoic is just what men do, and counteracting his wife's enthusiasm is just what men do, and like going up into the attic even though he's scared to do it, it's just his role as a man to do that. I guess it's not really my place to be annoyed by it, I'm not a man, but I feel like the roles of the man and women in this book are quite traditional given it was published in 2018. But who knows, maybe it will change. I'm only 50 pages in. Right now I'm gonna go get some breakfast and then I will read more and update you. Denzel, hello. Are you enjoying the book? Are you just here for a biscuit? Yeah, he's just here for the biscuit. Hey guys, so I'm about halfway through The House now, as you can see. So I just thought I would update you at the halfway mark. This book does get much better. The whole narrative style becomes more book-ish and less two people having a 12-year-old conversation. So I'm liking it a lot more now. I'm really intrigued. It is a bit of a disjointed narrative, which I'm not used to reading, but it's fun and I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. It's 10:21 now, so I am more than on track to finishing these two books today. I think I'll be able to read a third one. I don't have a third one picked out right now, but my dad reads a lot of crime novels, so I'll just take one off his shelf. It's still a genre that I don't really read, so I'll pick that up and I'll give that a try too. As for this book, there are times more towards the beginning where I will say that the author should have just stuck with a male perspective. I think he should have stuck with writing what he knew. Most of the women's descriptions of her history and her background are very, I'm not like other girlsy, and she comes across as very naive, and the way she thinks isn't how women think. And I guess that's like maybe what he was going for, but it just was cringy and awkward to read at times. But the male perspective parts are absolutely fine, and I can just fly through them. It's just the woman I find her really quite annoying and naive. Like at the beginning of the book, when they're talking about buying the house, she talks about how it's a right for them to be able to buy a house because they've worked for it and saved for it, and it's annoying that all these people are outbidding them. It's like, get a grip. It's everyone's right to have a house. Everyone's been saving, everyone's been searching. If you're that desperate for a house, why are you looking in London? I don't know, I just found her kind of annoying, but I think that needed to be the setup to understand why they bought this house. So I was gonna take a break and like do something else, but I think since I'm like flying through this, I'm just gonna sit down, read the rest of this book, finish it, update you on my thoughts, and then take a break before I start reading My Dark Vanessa. Okay, so this was a disappointment. It wasn't thrilling, it wasn't scary, it was kind of predictable, it was completely unrealistic and unbelievable. I'd probably give it a 2-star, between a 2 and a 3, because I did enjoy the middle bit, but the beginning and the end were just really, really stupid. I'm disappointed, because I was thinking I could be getting into thrillers, but nope. Didn't like it. That was a disappointment. Welcome to my parents' kitchen. I was gifted a soap making kit for my birthday and I want to do it today. So today we're going to be making soap on a booktube channel. Instructions. This is what we need. Oh, this is my boyfriend. I have him here because I'm stupid and I will blow this house up if I do it alone. Large, flat, heat-resistant working surface and cover with newspaper. Do you happen to have a newspaper?
Tissue,
Okay, we'll use tissue. Already deviating. So I have a bowl. I'm going to do the microwave method because it seems easier. How am I supposed to get this out? They didn't make this idiot proof. I took the lid off.
Is that the soap?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I thought it was still a lid on there.
No, that's the soap. The lid is here.
Okay.
Microwave for...
No longer than 15 seconds.
Right, well that's an issue because my microwave only does 30-second intervals.
Wait. Just watch it.
Okay. Okay, so the soap. Oh! Hi me. The soap's in here. I'm gonna do 30 seconds. And gonna watch. So this is what it looks like halfway through if anyone's interested. It melts kind of quickly in all honesty. It's all nice and gooey in here. So be careful with the dye, it tends to fall. Okay, so this first one is a fail. You need to mix the dye first. And it cools really, really quickly. So this needs to be a fast process. So these are the soaps we made. Ignore the dodgy first try. My pouring skills were pretty mad, to be honest, and we made this weird ugly green colour by mixing all of the dyes together. But I kind of like them. I think they're pretty. Okay, so that was a very messy process, and after cleaning all that up, I am now going, when I can pick up the book, I'm now going to sit down and read My Dark Vanessa and then probably something else too, because I'm ahead of schedule. I will see you when I have an update for you. Okay, so I'm about 100 pages into My Dark Vanessa, and what I can say about this book is it is written really well. In all the flashback scenes, it really feels like you're reading a romance. You like really kind of root for it almost, and you really see how she sees this as a romance. And then you go back to the future and it's so much darker, and it's really written well. I can't say much as for the actual plot because I'm only 100 pages in. This is probably going to be a book that sticks with me. I will say I'm reading this much quicker, but I really have to be taking in the words a lot more than I did with The House. The House was kind of self-explanatory. I just kind of flew through that. I didn't need to read absolutely everything. But this is a puzzle, and we have an unreliable narrator, and I really have to focus, so I'm reading it much slower, so I'm probably not going to read as much as I thought I would in these 24 hours. But it's kind of worth it, because this is good. Okay, so I moved and I'm back in this room. I was reading in my bedroom, but then my boyfriend started screaming at his PS4, so now I'm back in here. I still haven't got much further in this book. I'm about 150 pages in. The one thing that I've really started to notice as I get further into this book is how well teacher manipulating this woman is handled. So you can really see how subtle his manipulation is. I think the only reason you can even tell that he's manipulating her is because you're the reader, and I think it really handles this whole situation well, and it's actually quite educational to read in that sense. I think it very accurately portrays how these situations come about and how these young girls are being taken advantage of. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm just gonna sit in here and read. I've got some YouTube as some background noise, and yeah, I will update you when I have some thoughts. Okay, so there are plenty of reasons why I should hate this guy right now, but the one that sticks out the most is that he was rude to the dog. He like pushed the dog and it fell on its back. No, that's a bad sign. If somebody doesn't like dogs, I'm sorry, I don't trust them. How can you not like them? They're... I am like really starting to get tired now. Not like tired, but just like reading tired. I've done nothing but read all day. My eyes are tired. I'm just struggling to focus on the book. So I think I'm going to take a break, chill out, watch some TV for a little while, and then go back with fresh eyes so I can actually enjoy what I'm reading, because My Dark Vanessa is a really good book, and so far I really recommend. So yeah, I'm just going to chill for a bit, and I will let you know when I start reading again. Okay, I know I said I would update when I started reading again, but I kind of just felt like concentrating and banging it all out in one go, because this was, not this book particularly, but just reading was becoming a bit of a chore because I'm tired now. So I have finished it now, and I have a lot to say. I think the mental health representation in this book is fantastic. I think Vanessa is a very complex character, and nothing she feels is simple, and I think that we need more characters who deal with trauma in differing ways. The way different people respond to this trauma in this book is handled very, very well. So I don't have anything negative to say about this book in that sense. In all honesty, the only negative thing I have to say about this book is that it didn't need to be this long. This book kind of felt like it was wrapping up at the 250 page mark, and there was still another 100 pages to go, and it became a bit of a chore, and I ended up skipping entire flashback scenes. At that point in the book, the only things that I felt were relevant were the 2017 chapters, which showed how she was dealing with it now and everything that was happening in the modern day. I do think that this is a book everyone should read. I think it is an incredible book, especially with the Me Too movement and everything that's going on there and all of the documentaries that are coming out. I think this is a really important book to be reading right now. I will be giving it 5 stars. My prediction was correct. It's a 5-star read. I just thought that some of the chapters were a bit unnecessary, but I can see how people would think they weren't. It's entirely possible that I'm just tired and want to be done with reading these kind of thrillery, dark reads today. I'm normally a big fan of escapism, and I like to read fantasy and happy stuff and, you know, stuff that I can get lost in. So reading about horrible things that happen in very familiar settings is exhausting. Okay, so it is currently 6:14 p.m. and I have read both of the books that I set out to read today, and those books are My Dark Vanessa and The House. The House I am going to give 2 stars. It's somewhere between 2 and 3 stars, but Goodreads won't really let me do that, so on Goodreads my rating is going to be 2 stars. I found the beginning and the end to just be dull and not thrilling in the least. I was just interested in the mystery aspect of it, and even that ended up being a letdown. My Dark Vanessa is a 5-star read. I think it's a really important book. I think the mental health representation is amazing, and although there are bits I think didn't need to be in this book, to be on everyone's shelves. Here are the soaps that I made. They're all dry now. I haven't popped them out, but if anyone's interested on an update, here they are, they're all ready. So I have now spent an entire day reading books outside of my comfort zone. This was originally going to be a 24-hour challenge, but I am exhausted and I need a lighter read after these ones, so I'm going to cut it off here. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and you want to see me do more reading books outside of my comfort zone type videos, if you want to see more reading vlogs or more reading challenges. I promise I will actually do a 24-hour one next time. I just will maybe choose a genre that I can stick to a bit easier. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more book content from me. I upload every Wednesday and Friday at 7 p.m. UK time, so I will see you on Friday for my next video. Bye!